Hey everybody. Okay, so here's the thing. David really liked Westworld. We watched it last night and he was all into it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and watch the 2 episodes I have and then watch them again with him to see how he likes them. And if he likes them, I think we can use this as kind of a very slow introduction to him being on camera because he hates the idea of being on camera. I think that if we let him do this one at his own pace, we'll get him warmed up enough to do Game of Thrones every week when it comes out again. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and watch the 2 episodes that I have just to get a solid base on it because I kind of want to know what happens next. But he is into this one a lot more than I thought he'd be, and I feel like he'd be into this one more than I am because it's kind of science fiction-y with the, you know, artificial intelligence and trying to figure things out. I'm kind of wavering on if I want to do this myself anymore, but he would like it. So let's see how everything spins out. Also, I wanted to mention before I did this, the last episode, what did Bernard whisper into Peter Abernathy's ear? Did I mention that in the last video? I'm not sure. I'm still intrigued. I want to know what he whispered in his ear before he sent him to storage. It's just odd. Oh, okay, and I wrote, is Peter Abernathy, the dad, is he going to wake up all the robots that are in storage? Could that be a thing? He's not active down there, but I mean, he's a little different than the rest of them. We know that. So, I don't know. That's just the thing. I was wondering if he could maybe wake up all the ones that are downstairs. And maybe they could work their way out of the basement. Escobar robbing the saloon. This is kind of going back to the thing with Ed Harris's character looking for the maze and looking for something. This is the first episode, so I'm just going to throw out everything that's muddling through my brain. The best way to hide something is to hide it in plain sight. So maybe the thing that the man in black is looking for is in that safe. You know, they make that part of the heist like, oh, he's robbing the saloon, ha ha ha. But maybe there's something actually in that safe that is valuable. You know what I mean? Do all of them hear that voice when they could? Wait.
Do you remember?
Stark Wolf.
Can you stay somewhere else? These violent delights have violent ends.
Yup. Oh, this is gonna get good.
Which would you prefer?
Black hat. Really? The white hat? No one picks the white hat unless you're Olivia Pope.
This place seduces everybody, eventually. By the end, you're gonna be begging me to stay because this place is the answer to that question that you've been asking yourself.
What question?
Who you really are. And I can't fucking wait to meet that guy.
Do you know what it's like? Sex.
it saying?
It said, this is the new world. And in this world, you can be whoever the fuck you want.
People that response is good, smile is good.
I'd fuck her. What's the problem?
Let's bump her aggression.
10%?
They must have had her in a different storyline.
We practice witchcraft. We speak the right words. And we create life itself. Out of chaos.
Oh, sorry.
You kidding me?
What?
That guy always bumps into everybody. Where's Teddy? Teddy usually bumps into that guy.
That's it?
You having nightmares again?
Sometimes. Sometimes they're real bad.
Do what I do. You find yourself in a bad dream. Close your eyes. Count backwards from 3. Wake yourself right up. Nice and warm, safe in your bed.
Oh, she's gonna have a nightmare in this episode.
Right back to sleep by one of these assholes with their miniature peckers.
Ah, my father used to say that only boring people get bored.
Mine too.
I used to think it's only boring people who don't feel boredom, so cannot conceive of it in others. I'm taking a walk. You're welcome to join me if you like.
Is that kid placed there just for him?
You know why this beats the real world, Holmes? The real world is chaos. Accident. Put in here, every detail adds up to something.
The maze isn't meant for you.
What did I tell you, Holmes? Always another level. I'll take my chances.
Follow the blood arroyo to the place where the snake lays its eggs.
You have it now. Whatever you want. Why don't you go home? Leave us alone.
No. You don't understand, Molly. This time, I'm never going back. We can talk.
We never talk.
I'm serious.
So am I. Although, ironically, your creations never shut up. They're always talking to each other. Even when there are no guests around.
They're always trying to error correct. Make themselves more human. When they talk to each other, it's a way of practicing.
Is that what you're doing now? Practicing?
She's gonna wake up.
Fuck are you talking about? Bubbles. You're not making the little bubbles. You're not doing shit. Oh, fuck, what the fuck? Shit! I swear I put it in sleep mode. Oh, does this look like fucking sleep mode? Calm the fuck down and help me move this thing
someone sees.
What made him be in the bar instead of with Dolores? Because he wasn't with her the whole episode. He saw her through the window, and then later on he was in the bar again at night. He's supposed to be with her, unless he's with people. So is he on a different storyline this episode? This is the beginning, when she walked outside. Is that a real gun?
It's not about giving the guests what you think they want. The guests don't return for the obvious things we do, the garish things. They come back because of the subtleties, the details. They come back because they discover something they imagine no one had ever noticed before. Something they fall in love with. They're not looking for a story that tells them who they are. They already know who they are.
He has Teddy's whole
They're here because they
storyline.
want a glimpse of who they could be.
Billy! Let's go.
He bumped into the guy when he got off the train. He's the one that picked up the
only thing your
can
story
for her.
tells me, Mr. Sizemore, is who you are.
This might ruffle some feathers. You promised them a new storyline.
They shall have one. Something I've been working on for some time.
Okay, I'm
Something quite original.
okay, are we on two different timelines here? I feel like we're on two different timelines because the first thing I said when William got off of the train was that he bumped into that gunslinger guy. It's the same one that Teddy usually bumps into, right? So he bumped into him and then kept going about his day. We saw Teddy already there in the saloon during this episode, and he looked out the window and he saw Dolores walk by, but he didn't go over to her. Usually he goes over when he sees her, but he stayed there. And then later on with Maeve in the saloon, he was still there in the saloon at night. Like, if he didn't have any interaction with people going on, he should have been over with Dolores, because when he sees her, he goes to her, unless someone else gets him on a different story, right? Like he's doing a tour or whatever. The fact that he wasn't going over to Dolores was a little strange, because he should have been. And then he gets shot and whatever. But then we see at the end, William is walking out of wherever, and Dolores pauses for a second and looks at herself in the window. She sees her reflection and she pauses for a second, and her can falls, and William comes over and stops it and hands it to her. So are we on some kind of double timeline? Is William the original Teddy? Like, did something happen to him and then they gave his storyline to Teddy to, you know what I mean? And then we know that after Teddy, like, he picks up the can, he gives it to her, he says, I'm just trying to be chivalrous or whatever. And then, you know, and then they go off and they have like a day together, whatever. Later on, he gets killed. So is that like a huge like red flag foreshadowing thing? Is William gonna die and then they give his storyline to Teddy, just like kind of in honor of him dying at the park or something? And Dolores has, okay, so at the beginning we see her laying in bed at night and a voice tells her to wake up, or to wake up and remember, whatever. She walks out of the house, and then at the episode we see the continuation of that from the beginning, where she's walking over to the field, whatever, and she bends down and she digs up this gun, which I'm assuming is a real gun. people can't get hurt there. But if that's a real gun, then she's gonna kill some people. So who's telling her to wake up? Someone's definitely talking to her. And then in the last episode, when they showed the crazy host who killed the other 6 hosts or whatever, he was talking to somebody. He said he was talking to Arnold. So it was whatever voice that was talking to him, was that the one talking to Dolores? And I said all these AIs are going to start waking up. At the beginning of the episode, Dolores also told Maeve that the violent and blah 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 blah. And then she goes to the saloon, and she's like, later on she's talking to the other prostitute, Clementine, and she says, when I'm having a nightmare, I tell myself, I count to 3 and then I force myself to wake up. And I said she's gonna wake up in this episode. She is so gonna wake up. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. I don't even, what else happens? The man in black is, someone said at the beginning, this place seduces everybody. Was that William's brother? I think that was William's brother-in-law who said this place seduces everybody. We see that the man in black has been going there for 30 years, and they've talked so much about the intricacies of the storylines and how they interact with each other. And he said and then when he was sitting at that table with the guy with, his family, he's like, there's so many different things I overlooked or I didn't notice before. So he's been going there for 30 years, so he's picked up on things that other people obviously haven't, because they're screwing around in the middle of town. And then someone said the host, when William first got off the train, she said, in the center of the towns where you're safest, or whatever, something like that. And then as you venture outward, it gets more dangerous. Somebody said it. So he is way far out of town, but he's been going there 30 years, and he's picked up on things that other people haven't. So he's playing this game, looking for this maze that no one else has picked up on, I guess. And they picked up the people in the center. They said he'd already taken out that whole posse when he rescued the guy that was supposed to be hanged, and then he was about to kill everybody else, and they said that he gets whatever he wants. So I mean, obviously he's a VIP. He's been going there for so long that they kind of cater to him, but he's doing something. He's playing a game. He's looking for this maze. What did the girl say? Follow the blood, Aurora, to where the snake lays eggs. Okay, and then when Dolores is talking to Bernard, she's like, they've had a few conversations apparently. Why is he spending so much time with her? And then she said, have I done something wrong? And he says no. And then she says, have you done something wrong? And he got kind of skittish and, stood up and told her to delete this conversation. Why is he talking to her so much? Why does he need to delete that? Way too much is happening. Yeah, I just want to know who is talking to Dolores, who planted the gun, who planted the picture, because it's one thing if it was planted and like people found it in their story, but why are they playing with the artificial intelligence things? Like why are they playing with the robots? That doesn't make any sense. That's it. I will see you in the next episode in a few minutes. Bye.